Hey guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to my profile, welcome to my Facebook. I am currently live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. The only place I will be able to see your comments will be on YouTube. If you'd like me to see your comments while I'm live, join me on my YouTube channel right now. So I'm going to be doing an energy update for the collective whole. This update hopefully will help us to figure stuff out. We'll see. We'll definitely see. I asked the energies what this update is going to be about, and the collective basically said the energy is swinging naked on a wrecking ball, much like Miley Cyrus. So here goes, guys. Here goes. And for some of the people who are sensitive, got sensitive ears, I do use language that is authentic to me. Meaning sometimes I have a potty mouth. Sometimes I'm a bad word sayer. Sometimes, I mean all the time. Whenever I feel like it, I'm a bad word sayer. So if that's something that offends you, you probably should click off, because I'm not going to change myself. Okay, let me just finish pulling some cards for us. So we've been talking about this theme of shifting over the past, I want to say 3 days. Huge shifts going on, huge shifts within individuals, within the collective, globally, just shift after shift after shift. And the shifting can definitely cause people to feel very uncomfortable, very afraid. That's okay. That's okay if you feel afraid. You don't have to try and force yourself to be okay with changes, but changes are indeed coming. These changes are beautiful if you allow yourself to look beyond the fear that is being used to initiate these changes. Then you'll see something really beautiful happening. I did see a post. Italy's on lockdown, I believe. I don't really watch the news. I try and stay clear of that. Italy's been on lockdown, apparently. And the post was not about Italy being on lockdown. The post was about people who are in lockdown on their balconies singing with each other. I loved it. I totally loved it. I was just like, see, it's happening. It's happening. People are really beginning to understand borders, these imaginary lines and these fences and walls. They don't really do anything. Okay, they really don't do anything. If you really, really want to understand the gravity of where we're living, understand that we've allowed ourselves to be separated. Okay, we have allowed that. If we have the power to allow that, we have the power to no longer allow it as well. Now, I'm not talking about some sort of civil war or anything like that. What I'm talking about is allowing ourselves to come together as a singular race of people. Okay, allow yourself to be open to having actual conversation, discussion with others. It's really a beautiful time to be alive. It really, really is. Really, really is. And if you want to focus on illnesses going around, there have always been illnesses. There will always be illnesses. Humanity will continue to exist. Okay? So now that we've gotten that fact out of the way, humanity will always continue to exist. With or without toilet paper, we will continue to exist. So card number 47. I'm on my phone and my laptop. Card number 47, Grand Cross Provoker. This circumstance is being used to provoke our growth. Okay. Oftentimes, it's, the most common teaching when it comes to spirituality is like, just meditate, be Zen, high vibe culture, only positive vibes. And that's only a fractionated way of existing. Sometimes we need to take a moment and really recognize we need a lot of resistance within ourselves, outside of ourselves, to generate a charge that will propel us forward. We are like arrows. When you feel yourself slipping backwards and being pulled backwards in your progress, a charge is being loaded. Okay. Once you let go of trying to control, just like with an arrow, once you let go, you get launched forward. So even your resistance, even other people's resistance to your growth, your path, it's serving to grow you. It's serving to help you be launched forward. Okay. Card number 43, expect the unexpected. So that's the most beautiful thing about humanity. You know, this is the most beautiful thing about our sovereignty. The fact that people's intentions can serve as a trigger, but at the end, you decide how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, what it's going to do to you. And if you're going to choose to allow it to let you shut down, then that's what you've chosen. And maybe you need to shut down for a little bit. This is not about shaming you or telling you you're living wrong. This is about letting you know you have options you might not be aware of. Begin to explore those options. Really, really explore what life is trying to show you. Expect the unexpected. We always have this thing of like, oh, well, this is what I see. So this is it. This is how it's going to end. This is it. This is it. How many times has it been it? How many times has it been the rapture? How many times has it been the apocalypse? How many times just in our lifetime? How many times? Too many times for me to care. Okay. Too many times for me to care. Fact is, humanity will always continue to exist. Okay. Humanity will always and if people want to be really morbid, well, there's people dying. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, at the risk of sounding very cold, everyone that lives here on this earth plane eventually will die. Every single one of us eventually will. That's one of the givens in life. That's a given. Okay. So we have to stop being so afraid of something that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. Death, the expiration of the body, is guaranteed. So stop being afraid of something that you already know is going to happen. Why don't you instead use more of your energy to decide, to cultivate what happens between birth and that expiration date? That's really powerful. When you can shift your perception to creating the kind of environment, experiences that you want, cultivating the garden of your mind. That's powerful. So card number 19, feel love and proud. So many of us, regardless of how loved we are, we don't feel loved. We don't. It's not because we're not loved. It's because we refuse to acknowledge the people who actually love us in the way they're capable of loving. Once you understand your expectation of the way someone expresses their love is really an expectation of them to mimic you, you'll understand you've been unreasonable. I'm part of this group. I'm part of this group. A lot of us, which I really mean pretty much all of us, a lot of us think that, oh, if someone doesn't express their love the way I do, say, when I love you, I'm going to buy you flowers. And you never buy me flowers, so you don't love me. But you cook, you clean, you drive me everywhere. You're there when I feel like I have no one. You listen to me in my crazy. But that's not love. You don't love me because you don't bring me flowers. How ridiculous is that? So allow yourself to receive the kind of love that people who love you are wanting to give you. Okay? Right. Also, many people feel unworthy of being loved. Well, whether you feel worthy of being loved or not, when someone loves you, they love you. You can't dictate to them that you're not worthy, and so they're wrong to love you. See what I'm saying? Because for some of us, those of us who feel unworthy of being loved, oftentimes the way we think love should be expressed is in a toxic way. And the person that loves us doesn't want to share in that toxicity. And so, well, I'm not worthy of being loved. Well, that's fine. That's fine if you believe that, but someone believes something else. Let them. Let them. Let them continue to love you in ways that eventually, hopefully, you'll understand you're worthy of loving. being loved in. Boy, I don't know if that makes sense. Also, be very careful that your attempt to hold on to things, hold on to circumstance, hold on to people. Be careful that it doesn't turn into a cage for you or the other person. See that? How are you going to fly if you're confined in that way? You have to always remember to give yourself and the people you love the space to spread their wings and fly. Love should set you free, not confine you. Love should never be a cage, even a gilded one. A cage is a cage, no matter how gilded. So, unity. This is the most beautiful part. This is us. This is us. All of this resistance, all of this conflict, all of this fear tactic is doing nothing but setting us on fire, helping us to once again reclaim our sovereign right, sovereign ability to cultivate this world we live in. 84% at 848. 84848. This is about reunification. Reunification while still recognizing the identity of self. Okay. This is still in that reunification, you're not to lose yourself. You're still to remember you are whole in yourself. Reunification is beautiful, but so are you on your own. You don't have to work in groups, but it would be beautiful if you allowed yourself to. Okay. A reunification is taking place right now. We are reunifying. If you are a Blu-ray, if you are certain types of star seeds, you are here as the ground crew for the great reunification. Reunification is imminent. It's imminent. It can't be stopped. It might be able to be slowed down, but it cannot be stopped. The moment whatever it is, whoever it is, allowed the entirety of the globe to have the same struggle, they messed up because now we're all in this together. There's no more, oh, well, that's over there. That's because over there, that country, they fight. This country, we don't do that. That country, they do that great. No, now we all have the same struggle. We all don't have toilet paper. So that's where they messed up. That's where they messed up. This is what's going to trigger the reunification. So, okay. Let's see. I'm told to pull out the book. So, card number 50. Saturn returns. They always say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself. Boom. Time doesn't change things. You have to change them yourself. You have to choose change. Change is inevitable. But when you don't choose to recognize change, then you really just kind of put yourself in a hamster wheel, doing the hamster dance. Running. Staying in place. Saturn as the Lord of Karma shatters all illusions. And that's what's going on right now. All the illusions are being shattered. All the illusions are being shattered. This illusion of separateness, this illusion of, oh, that's them, that's not us. There is no them and us. There's just us, we. And as we came down into this earth plane, things became convoluted. Things got turned upside down, and that we became a me. And that's okay. That's okay if you still exist in the me. The me is being affected at this point. So as the world gets turned upside down through all this like craziness, we then come right side up. The we comes to the surface again. All the illusions are being shattered. Let's see. And when this card comes up, it will feel as if nothing goes right for you, and you may feel very discouraged. Just as it seems things are progressing, there are obstacles. What this truly is Saturn showing you a part of your life that may not have been based upon anything real. Boom! It may have outlived its purpose, or perhaps you've misjudged a situation thinking it better than it was. Boom! In truth, and Saturn is a planet of truth, Saturn returns are all about correction. Saturn corrects any area which isn't based on reality. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This card is pointing something out to you that may not have been genuine in the first place, and that should probably be let go. Whatever is shaking your life won't last and probably isn't meant to. If this card is drawn, you will not be given a pass, and the matter in question will not progress as easily as you might want it to. But more positively, this marks a time when things are solidified. Whatever you accomplish currently will have permanence to it. Boom, boom, boom. What we are accomplishing is the reunification, permanence, illusions being dissolved. Wow. This is beautiful. You're now at a time when you understand things better than you did even a year ago. It's time to be brave and face this important passage. There are no quick fixes when this card turns up. Know that you can know what you can and cannot do. Take life in a measured way, much like this planet of time already does. Let go of your illusions, for they do not serve you. You're down to the brass tacks now. Time to see what you're made of. And this is exactly what we're doing. This is exactly what we're doing. We're seeing what we're made of. Ooh, yes. Strumming my pain with his fingers. Singing my life with his words. All right. Abundance. We are coming into an age of abundance. Abundance in support. Abundance in that reunification. Abundance in our knowing of truth. Okay? Abundance is more than just money. It's so much more than just money, just like love is more than cuddles and coddling. Abundance can definitely take you to places within your own consciousness that can really, really, really take you to a whole nother place. Really, really, really. Okay. With her holding the fox, be careful what you hold on to. Some of us will choose to hold on to the illusions. That's fine. That's fine. If you want to choose to hold on to the illusions, that's perfectly fine. But don't you dare try and force other people to hold on to that illusion right along with you. Okay? Don't you dare try and force people to revert to a mere existence of being a Stepford soul. We are not Stepford souls. 88% at 854. 888, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 being that God number. So don't listen to those foxes. Definitely don't. Card number 24, you belong to paradise. You belong to paradise, and paradise you shall create through the cultivating of the garden of your mind. 88% at 855, 88855. Change is coming. Change is coming. Reunification is coming. Reunification on all levels is coming. I'm not talking about we're going to kumbaya. I'm talking about we're going to understand. They're screwing all of us. All of us. Every single last one of us is being screwed. And sometimes that realization comes with a little bit of rage. Sometimes that realization comes with a sense of hopelessness. That's fine. Use both as your fuel to rise. People, this whole concept of love and light and just be positive is bullshit. Every single last one of us has some sort of anger or rage. Just because you're better at hiding the truth of how you feel doesn't diminish the fact that it's there. And anger, rage, sadness, these are things that can serve as your fuel. If you know how to harness that, you rise. But if you're going to continue to believe in this paradigm of utter fuckery, to be honest, if you're going to continue to believe in what's being taught, you can't be angry. Oh, you're such an angry person. Why the fuck would I not be angry? Why, I see people suffering every single day and no one gives a shit. Why shouldn't I be angry? Because I'm not being a good mental, emotional, societal slave? Well, fuck you. And if you don't like my language, fuck you some more. I'm just saying. Hey, I wasn't here to be a slave. I wasn't here to fit in your boxes. I'm too big to fit in your box. There's no box you could ever create to contain the greatness of my soul. And this story is not unique to me. This is our story. We as individuals and together as a collective whole are too big and too great to fit in any boxes. Yet we've allowed ourselves to. That's the thing. We've allowed ourselves to. And we've allowed ourselves to be convinced that if you think you're too big for the box, you're so full of yourself. Okay, who should I be full of? You? You. So, you want me to revolve around you. And if I don't, I'm the selfish one. Well, that's beautiful. Yes, I'm selfish. Make me a shirt. Make some stickers. Slap it on my ass. Okay? Call me selfish. That's perfectly fine. As long as you know that I know you don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to dictate how I will exist. I came here as a sovereign and I will exist as one. Ooh, I was in the shower earlier. That happens once a month. I'm kidding. I was in the shower earlier and I was having this conversation with Michael. And he says to me, allow your truth to be louder than their bullshit. Michael cusses, just so y'all know. Archangel Michael, he fucking got a potty ass mouth. I'm like, fuck you. He's like, fuck you too. I think he's been hanging out with me too long. He never used to cuss before, but he started cussing lately. And then he laughs. And he said to me, allow your truth to be louder than their bullshit. That's why there's no more toilet paper in this world, because people are so full of bullshit. So, and myself included, I'm full of bullshit too at times. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. You just really never know what you're going to get with me. Welcome to the Emmie Dome. Card number 24, you belong to paradise. That paradise is what you're going to create. Okay? Consistency. You have to be consistent with choosing yourself. Oh, y'all thought I was going to say something else, huh? You have to be consistent with choosing yourself. Okay? Because many of you who join me on these live streams are the very people who would never intentionally hurt anyone else. So fuck the people who are telling you you're being selfish for choosing yourself, because really, if my hunch is right, there's a few who are not like that. There's a few who are indeed unbalanced, selfish, there's a few. But for the most part, the ones who do regularly join me, especially those ones, they would never hurt anyone on purpose. They die knowing they've hurt someone's feelings unintentionally. So you should always choose yourself, okay? Because you are the benchmark of love. You are the one that people should be emulating more. You are the one that's showing others how to rise. So yes, you should always choose yourself. If people are watching, if you're playing this role of helping people to understand how to rise, how to be healthy, how to set and enforce healthy boundaries, then you have to show them how to love themselves as well. This is a huge task. This is a huge task that you're being asked to do, but it's one that you're worthy of. Whether you believe in yourself or not, there are so many other souls that willed you into being, that at one point you were nothing more than a prayer. And then you were made flesh. These are promises that have been made on a soul level, and you need to keep to those promises. You need to hold yourself accountable for the promises that you made. So if someone is like, God, she's an asshole. Well, your soul asked me to promise to be an asshole to you to wake your ass up. So just keep watching. So be consistent. Consistency. Hey, you know what? Nothing wrong with being an asshole. If that's your character, that's your character. Okay? That's your character. That's who you are. Now, should you be intentionally hurting other people? No, you shouldn't. Okay? You can still be an asshole and not intentionally hurt other people. You can definitely do that. How? Figure it out. Ooh, I'm on one this morning, aren't I? Let me just drink. Expectation. Oh my God. Expectations. Since I'm on one, I'll just keep going. Some people's expectations is just fucking ridiculous. You expect to be given free information on live streams. You're not even paying for anything. And then you expect people to behave in the way that you prefer. Pay for a session and that'll do. I won't take your session. Once you're fucked up with me, you're fucked up with me. I'm not going to read for you. I understand. I'm not that special that you can't get your information from someone else. So, yeah. Once you fuck up with me, you fuck up with me. And that's that. I don't need to rehash this. I don't need that money. You know, you can find someone else. So, expectations, get that situated. Really get that situated. You know, you have to understand, once people have an expectation and you accommodate that expectation, you are setting a standard for them. You cannot later on be like, oh my God, this person just asked for too much. Well, you've been overgiving this whole time. That's the normal. They're expecting the normal, something you help to establish. So you can't complain then. Okay. You can correct it. You can let them know, okay, you know what? I allowed something to be established that is just not, um, it's not beneficial for either of us. So we're going to have to re-examine this. Okay. You're not just going to sit there and blame. Just like what's going on with this world. Every single last one of us, well, no, not every single last one of us, most of us in this world have played along with this paradigm, this matrix of control, separation, division, competition. And then we're going to go ahead and complain. If you're still continuing to participate in this system, you cannot complain about it. Okay? You cannot complain about it. The worst thing that I see is when people only talk about the problem. Don't talk about the problem if you're not going to offer a solution. We all know, every single last one of us knows, even the babies know what the fuck the problem is. Spending several more generations trying to argue about what the problem really is a problem. The mindset is the problem. People will sit there and try and tell you, no, it's a certain race that's the problem. No, it's a certain tax bracket that's the problem. No, it's a certain lifestyle that's the problem. It's the mindset that's the problem. When you think that someone else is the problem, you are perpetuating the very machine that is the problem. There is nothing wrong with the way government works. It works perfectly fine. It was designed to work the way it's working. Society is not broken. It's designed to work this way. So if you want change, that needs to be changed. Do we need to revolt in the streets? And no, the program can't continue if you don't participate. If you shift something within yourself, if you shift your mindset, the mindset that has led to the continuation of the feeding of this machine, you can no longer be used as fuel. You know, think about it. This machine runs on fossil fuels, gasoline. Can you mix gasoline and diesel? You can't, because the machine breaks. That's why people like me have incarnated. I'm no better than you, but my ass is diesel. Okay? Is diesel. My engine is diesel. You can't put no gasoline in my tank. I will not burn in yours. I'll fuck your whole thing up. Try and consume me and see what happens. Yeah. When people try and engage you and you're living in your truth, it fucks up their whole programming. People, I'm telling you, you don't have to do nothing but just share your thoughts. It fucks up the whole program. Your expectation of how this is supposed to play out is part of what drives the machine. There doesn't need to be an apocalyptic event. There doesn't need to be nuclear war. There doesn't need to be this thing where everyone gets pitch. I don't even have a pitchfork. I don't. I'm damn. I got a pitchfork. I can't join you in the streets. I don't have a torch. I don't have a pitchfork. I'll probably just sit at home and just like, oh, that's fucked up. Why are we fighting? I don't know. I gotta go in the streets and have a pitchfork. If you want to have discussion, if you want to allow yourself to hear my experiences and then see how that fits into your experiences and then share with me what you've experienced, fucking powerful. That is so powerful. That validation you receive because someone else has experienced something even remotely similar to you. This lets you know you're not alone. You are not alone. And that's the problem. We think we're alone in this. We think, oh, it's just this set, it's this group, it's this region, it's this race. No, no. There's not only one race that has been abused, one ethnic race that has been abused. I'm pretty sure every single ethnicity has had their turn in being treated poorly, being taken advantage of. Every single one. I'm pretty well. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's one. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, I can think of one, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. They don't have their own country, though. They took over a country. They don't have their own country. I'm just that. No, nope. Nope. That's me pumping my brakes. Nope. We're not going there. 8. Yeah, everything in perfect balance. You have to allow balance to occur. Okay. You have to stop trying so hard to rotate around something else, someone else. Because when you're doing that, it's fucking crazy. See that? They want you to rotate. They think that if they just turn the card, it's something else. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay? No. Mm-mm. So, what you need to do is center yourself in your truth. You don't need to rotate at all. You can sit very quietly in the center and just observe as things spin around you. And that's why they're like, oh, you think the world rotates around you? Yes, it's my creation. I'm not joking. That's why there is so much shame when it comes to true self love, so much shame when it comes to speaking up for yourself, when it comes to existing in the light of your own truth. They will continue to try and shame you. Who cares? Who cares? That's like you being at the zoo and allowing the monkey behind the bars to shame you, throw shit at you and shame you. Just leave. The monkey only can throw so far. You don't feed that monkey, there's nothing to be shat and thrown. You see how that works? I'm not promoting starving animals. This is an analogy, okay? If you can't grasp that, I don't know. Maybe you're at the wrong video. This might be a little too advanced. I don't know. If you don't feed the monkey has no caca to throw. And if that's too much for you, because I don't think I could not feed animals. That's a little much. That analogy kind of hit me in the heart. I would just leave, walk away. They can't throw from a distance. Okay. Self love is more than just spa day. Self love is more than what we're thinking it is. Self love is holding yourself accountable for your decisions or lack thereof. Self love is recognizing you've always had the power to remove yourself from a circumstance. It might take a little bit of time, it might take a little bit of planning, it might take some admission to the people you love that, hey, you know what? I got myself into a really fucked up situation. But that's a part of self love. That's a part of self love. Self love is not how we see it to be. Self love is like, I'm going to namaste and just sit and breathe. And I'm going to do some intermittent fasting and whatever the hell else people do when they're spiritual. My self love has nothing to do with that. I don't meditate. I can lead a meditation like nobody's business, but I don't meditate for myself. I'm incapable. My mind won't slow down. So part of my self love is like, girl, don't waste your time sitting there. Find a different way. What helps you to quiet that monkey mind? Working out, running on a elliptical, do that. That's your meditation. You're pissed off? That's right. You have a right to be pissed off. Some really fucked up shit happened today. You have a right to be pissed off just as much as you have a right to say, you know what? I'm not going to continue that 5 minutes through the whole day. That 5 minutes is done. I'm moving forward from it. Yes, I have a right to be pissed off. Yes, I lost my shit. I cussed and I got real ugly. And you know what? In that moment, that was a proper reaction. Are there other ways I could have handled that? Probably. Let's look at those other ways, okay? Next time, I think I'll choose that other way. But for this time, that was right. I didn't get to think about what I wanted to say. It came out, and that's my truth rising, and I have to own that. I have to own that. Something happened, I was done wrong, and I reacted, and I have to have enough compassion for myself to let myself be who I am. And sometimes when you piss me off to that point, it's ugly. According to society, it's ugly, ugly behavior. But according to my soul, I will not be put in a fucking box. And that's what you get when you try to. So there's nothing ugly about it. And I don't need people to tell me it was beautiful. I don't need people to be like, it's okay. No, it is okay. And I don't need permission to be okay with me being okay with myself. That's a part of self love. That's a huge part of self love that we're not taught. We're taught, don't react. Don't let people get under your skin. Okay. Whatever. I'll react however is appropriate for me to react. I'm not a calculated person. I don't live a life that's scripted. And that's one of the ugliest things about this whole twisted self love. It's telling you to live a life that's scripted. That's not love. That's not love. That's an act. The truth of self love is you are not an actor. You are a sovereign soul and you are entitled to feel however you feel. Just like other people who are also sovereigns are entitled to not accept your behavior if they so choose not to. And that's fine. That's fine. But you have to give yourself the freedom to be who you are. Card number 4, Venus, love. You have to be who you are. And in exchange for that freedom to be who you are, 99% at 914. In exchange for that, you have to allow people to be who they are. Bottom line, it's not a one-way thing. Whatever you feel you are entitled to, everyone else is entitled to as well. I'm entitled to be rude to you. All right, you're entitled to be rude to me as well. You know, it's this thing of, well, I see you on video, so I get to sit behind my screen and I get to criticize you and say whatever I want. You can't say nothing because, you know, the follower thing. The fuck followers. Y'all aren't followers. You guys are my guests. This is my sacred space. You are not a follower. You are not a subscriber. You are a guest into the space of my heart. You are witnessing me as I process my thoughts on my journey. You are not a follower. You are not a subscriber. You are here with me shoulder to shoulder. We are drinking some tea together. Well, mine is coffee with some collagen. Almond milk latte with collagen. I'm just saying. Am I scared to lose people? I made a post that was resonating with my truth, and I think like 2 or 3 people, it was on Instagram, 2 or 3 people were like, you just lost a follower. Oh, well, good, because I didn't want a follower. I wanted a fucking equal. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know? I don't want to be on a pedestal. I don't want you following. I want you fucking right beside me, walking this life together. You can't fuck me up in that way. Like, oh my God, I'm losing followers. Oh no, I don't want followers. I want equals. I want my spiritual brothers and sisters. I want my Christ consciousness siblings walking beside me. I don't need to be elevated. I don't want to be elevated. I want to be right there in the trenches with you guys. I don't want to be separate. That's the thing. So no, who gives a shit if people accept you or not? You be who you are. You'll find yourself surrounded by the people who want to be shoulder to shoulder with you. The people who understand the gravity of what it is you're trying to share. Not preach, but share. Because I have a very real and very deep inner under and overstanding that everything I say is nothing more than me sharing. You have every right and every power, authority to do with whatever I say, however you will. You can say I'm full of shit. That's okay. You'll never get that hour back that you spent watching me. So if it doesn't resonate, don't come back. I'm just saying, use your time more wisely. But if it does resonate, beautiful. What are your thoughts on what I'm saying? Help me grow myself more. What are your thoughts? I'm not a teacher. We're equals here. We're equals here. You know what I'm saying? I share, you share. I share, you share. And then we grow together. That's the beautiful thing. That's what people don't understand. If you're still existing in this matrix of there has to be a leader, there has to be a teacher, there has to be a guru. Well, if that's the case, nominate yourself. This is your creation. Nominate yourself. The only person, if I'm going to be a leader, all right, I nominate myself to be a leader. The only one I'm going to be leading is my damn self. If you want to walk beside me, beautiful. We can chop it up while we walk. I'm not anyone's teacher. I'm not anyone's teacher. I'm not anyone's leader. I don't need followers. I don't need any of that. I need people to join me on this journey so we can all go back home to ourselves. Tell me that's not beautiful. Be the kind of person that genuinely can celebrate another person's success. Be that kind of person. Be that kind of, even if I don't like you, like personally, even if I can't stand the way you behave, if you were to come to me and be like, hey, I just achieved something that I've been working on, I will genuinely be happy for you. I will like, fuck, you still an asshole, but yes, and really be excited. Truly, not an act, not an act. Whenever people come to me and like, look what I just accomplished, fuck yes, yes, it makes me excited. Because again, I know I can no longer stop the trajectory of my soul, nor do I want to. Okay. Nor do I don't know where this is going. I don't care where this is going, but we're all going together. We're all going together. The only goal here for me is to finally stop being afraid of letting people see me be who I am. And hopefully that will inspire you to allow people to see who you are. That's the only goal. That is the only goal I've ever had. Because most of my 40 years of life, I have spent being so afraid that people see who I really am. No, I can't say that. No, I can't say it that way. No, I have to use this tone. No, my face has to be painted a certain way, my hair a certain way. I have to have the right outfit. Also, the accoutrements. I need the accessories. I need the purse and all the accessories. No, I don't. I don't. I live in pajamas. I'm not joking. I live in pajamas and gym clothes. And that's okay. I still think I'm cute in some weird ass way. I'm not joking. Might not be aesthetically there, but I'm cute in my own way. I got personality. Okay? I got personality, and that's okay. That's all I need is personality. And on the days my personality sucks, I can cook. I can cook. In the days I don't want to cook, I'll do my hair. I got beautiful hair. See what I'm saying? You will always have a reason to celebrate yourself. No matter what, you will always have something to celebrate about yourself. Every day that something will change, and that's okay. It's not you being fake. It's you getting reintroduced, reacquainted with all your different parts. That's a beautiful thing. That's a very beautiful thing. Okay? The other day I got super triggered, really triggered. And I went off. And then when I realized I went off and I reeled it back in and I sat there for a moment, there, girl, like that, like that. And then I said, yeah, like that, just like that. And I sat there and then I was like that. All right, we can still roll like that. I mean, we don't really need to bring that out every day, but Good to know. We still Oaklandish. Good to know. That's right. We still got that. And then I moved on. You don't have to be ashamed of any of your parts. You really, really don't. You really, really, really don't. Every single part of you exists for a reason. Lilat. That's what I'm saying, Daddy. Lilat. See what I'm saying? So be who you are. Be who you are. Allow yourself to flow through. Let all of your parts reunify with you. All of your parts. Okay. No more illusions. No more of this following. No more. No. Mm-mm. No. We walk together. That's it. We walk together. So for those of you on Insta, hop on over to my hop on hop on over to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be live still. I'm shutting down my Insta live. I'm going to be doing energy work, group energy work with everyone. If you want to be a part of it, hop on over to my YouTube. Emmie Evolving is the channel. I am still live. Bye, Insta. Hold on, guys. All right. There you go. All right. Facebook. If you would like to be a part of the energy work that I'm about to do, this is group energy work to help anchor in higher frequencies for the collective, for this planet. Please go to the pinned comment in this live stream and join me on my YouTube channel. Okay. Join me on YouTube so that you can partake in the energy work. I'm ending my Facebook Live. I'll see you guys on YouTube. YouTube, what's up? What's up? Okay. Something's going on with my voice. Hold on. Yeah, no, something's legit going on with my voice. It's fine. It doesn't hurt. I'm just sounding a little more manly. All right, guys. If you would like to be a part of this, beautiful. If you would like to just watch, beautiful as well. My energy will always honor your sovereignty. Without permission from your highest self, it will not enter your space. And this is not my personal energy that is being used. This is our collective energy. Okay. This is from 0 point, God source, prime creator, whatever you want to call it. It's part of our birthright. So breathe very deep and very slow. If you are driving or operating heavy machinery, please make sure that you click off and come back when it's safe for you to do so. Okay? So just breathe. Just putting on a song. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Continue breathing in cycles of love. See yourself sitting in a very dimly lit space. This space has no walls, yet feels very comfortable. See and feel the most beautiful, comforting light above your head. This light is coming down to the top of your head, Those of you sensitive to energy may begin to feel tingles at your crown. Allow the energy to go down your central channel, this tube that goes from the top of your head through the center of your body, down and out between your legs, deep into the earth. As we pull in this energy from above, see and feel platinum white light coming up from the ground. Feel this energy entering your feet, going up your legs, up your waist, your chest, your throat, up your head, and completely enveloping you in a tube of light. Allow this energy to infuse within your being. This is 12th dimensional Maharic energy. In exchange for the energy you're bringing down and anchoring into Gaia, Gaia freely transmutes any negativity and disharmony within you. Allow for this energy exchange. This is how we agreed to exist with her. Equal exchange, reciprocated love. Those of you sensitive to energy might begin to feel your chest, mild pressure, tingling, nothing uncomfortable, nothing painful. This is your arc of Kokoro. We're activating this energetic structure so we can pull in more frequency. We are not holding on to this frequency. Instead, as we inhale, we bring this energy to our chest. As we exhale, we expand this energy and allow it to overflow from us. Inhale your birthright. Exhale your power. Inhale. Exhale and expand. Those of you sensitive to energy, you may begin to feel as though you're floating in water. We've just performed non-specific induction. We are flooding our environment with our truth, with our personal power, with our abundance in all its forms. Just breathe. Those of you sensitive to energy may begin to feel a little bit of resistance, almost as though a membrane is placed around you, preventing you from expanding further, Deeply inhale. Slowly exhale. With permission from your higher selves, I'm going to harness our energy as a collective whole. We're going to break this box. Just breathe. Those of you sensitive to energy may begin to feel as though you are in an aircraft, climbing altitude very quickly. Breathe. Dizziness and nausea might be mild. Breathe. We're rising in frequency. Those of you sensitive to energy may begin to feel the sensation of rattling in the ground, like a herd of buffalo running, like thunder rumbling. We are the buffalo, running head on into the storm. We are the storm, here to cleanse the landscape and terraform the human consciousness. Breathe. If your emotions are rising, allow it. Feel yourself coming back down into your body. Notice how different it feels. You are love, not just one type of love. You are love in its totality, able to build up as easily as it can destroy. We are here to dismantle so that we can begin to rebuild. This process begins within each one of us. Allow it. One more deep inhale. Slow exhale. How do you guys feel? Mm, I feel good. The yawning has to do with rising up in frequency. When you rise to a level of frequency that you're not accustomed to, you partially go astral. And that's what the yawning is. You guys are welcome. Welcome. So, we are anchoring in extremely high frequency into this earth plane. Like I said, I give us 2 weeks to correct everything that's going on. Energetically speaking, 2 weeks. Officially 13 days because I said that yesterday. So we have 13 days of this. Together we correct it. Together we become the tsunami of change. Each of us is nothing more than a droplet. Combined, we are the tsunami. We are the storm. We are the herd of buffalo that cannot be stopped, running head on into that storm. That's us, you guys. That's us. So allow yourself to exist exactly as you are, knowing there is still room for modification, for adjustments, for shifting. But you are perfect as you are right now. You are not too broken. You are not too wounded. You are not flawed. You are not a sinner. You are not any of that. You were created perfectly, in perfect measure and time. And the fact that you exist right now and you're sharing this space with me right now tells me you probably have the same purpose as I do, to break that fucking box and reestablish center. By virtue of existing in center, you naturally will have balance. You no longer have to waste your time trying to establish and maintain balance. You will be balanced. Let's recreate the center. We have to first find ourselves. Find yourself, begin the process. And just by starting that process of finding yourself, who you really are before the world told you it wasn't enough, that who you are is broken, wounded, and just an embarrassment. Find the you that understood the gravity of your purpose, the gravity of your presence. People say toddlers, that's a phase of human development where you're just so full of yourself. That's one of the most powerful, powerful parts of our journey, our toddlerhood, because no one could tell us any different. We had to understand, we had to experience, we had no fear of living. Return back to that. Return back to that. Exactly. It's the happiest time. I'm still the way I was when I was a toddler. You can't tell me what to do. You gonna fight? We gonna fight. No, we're not gonna fight. You guys, share this out, okay? Share this out. If you only want to share the energetic portion, perfectly fine. The more people who do this energetic group work, the more we are anchoring in even higher frequencies. I don't care if they don't want to hear me being crazy reading cards. That's fine. But try and encourage as many people to do this energy work as possible. This is not my energy. I'm not entering your auric field. This is me assisting, facilitating you tapping into your natural organic birthright. This is you. This is me helping you do your part. That's it. I can't do this alone. I know that. I cannot do this alone. This is something far beyond me. This is something we're supposed to experience together. This is something we're supposed to do together as a group who came and promised we're going to help humanity through this. Not because we're saviors, but because we are equipped and powerful enough to assist. That's why. So, guys, this was a very beautiful, beautiful experience with you. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, turn on the notification bell, join me every single time I'm live. I'm on all other social media across the board. My handle is Emmie Evolving. If you want to see any more of my crazy ass posts, look for me. Look for me. Um, Social media has a habit of blocking my posts. So you can find me and my expedited requests. Sorry, I missed last week, but I'm going to be doing expedited requests, and we're just going to get real funky with it today at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's when I always go live on the weekends, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you'd like personal reading, personal energy work, try out the type of work that I do, you can join me today and tomorrow. If you want to learn how to do the energy work that I do, I have my classes that I teach. It's called Kokoro 33. This is my own system. I was not taught this. This is something I came into this life knowing how to do. And now I'm finally over myself. So I'm sharing the work that I do. I'm teaching. I'm helping people learn how to tap into their natural abilities. So I gotta go, guys. I have class in a little bit. So I gotta go get ready for class. And bye, guys.